Familiar, you're familiar. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar.
Hello everybody. In this video I am explaining and demonstrating an experiment belongs to laser. So the experiment name is diffraction of laser by a metal scale. Okay. So this experiment belongs to BSc 4th Sem. The aim of the experiment was determination of wavelength of semiconductor laser by diffraction method. So for this experiment, what is the principle? The diffraction of light occurs when the width of the obstacle is comparable to wavelength of the source. Okay. And then the light from laser source is allowed to fall on the metal scale at grazing incidence, which results in diffraction pattern. Okay, so based on this principle, we are conducting an experiment to find the wavelength of the laser light. So to find the wavelength of the laser light, the formula is lambda equal to d into yn square minus y0 square divided by 2x0 square into n. Okay, you can express the value of lambda in meter. The unit is meter here. Then what is d in the above formula? D is distance between the consecutive scale divisions. Because you are taking a metal scale, okay, the laser beam is allowed to fall on a metal scale graduations. So distance between two consecutive scale divisions is small d. So normally it is equal to 1 millimeter. Okay. Now x0 you have to measure distance between the scale and the screen. Then y0 is the first diffraction spot from reference O. Yn is the nth diffraction spot from the reference O. Suppose if you take 10 diffraction spots, then y10. Also the 10th diffraction spot from the reference O should be measured like that. So n is indicating here order of the spot. So it may vary from 1 to 10 if you get the 10 diffraction spots. Clear? Now let us see the experimental arrangement in a diagram. So here the source is kept in such a way that the light is allowed to fall on a metal scale graduations. Okay, so that without the scale, this A is considered as a direct ray from the source. So in the presence of the scale, the diffraction is obtained. The diffracted spots are considered as A0 as the 0th order diffraction spot with bright intensity. Then the next one is A1, first order diffraction, second order diffraction, third order diffraction. Like that you will get number of diffracted spots vertically on a screen. So if you keep a graph sheet on the screen so that we can mark the diffracted spots here. Okay, the bright spot, then all the diffracted spots from A1, A2, A3, etc. Okay, so actually O is the average point between the direct ray A and the bright spot A0. Okay, so all the distances are measured from point O. By drawing a horizontal line like this, we can measure the distance of A0, A1, okay, A2, etc. as y0, y1, y2, y3, etc. up to y10 also we can measure if we have 10 diffracted spots. Then distance between the scale and the screen should be measured as x0. You have to enter here. Then the tabular column. In the tabular column you have to tabulate all the distances obtained on the graph sheet as position of the spots here. Okay, then order of the spot number, spot n it is. Then distance of spots from O, so that is actually yn. Yn indicates distances from y0, y1, y2, y3, etc. Then difference yn square minus y0 square. In each case you have to calculate divided by n. Okay, that means for example y1 is here, y0 is here. So y1 square minus y0 square divided by n. What is the n? N is the first order. So you have to do the calculation of yn square minus y0 square by n like that. Then once you calculate for all the spots, take the mean value of that. Okay, so this mean value of yn square minus y naught square by n should be substituted in the main formula for lambda. Okay, then substitute the value of x naught also. Okay, so d is measured on the scale. As I said, it is equal to how much? 1 mm. Then you can calculate the main calculation here that gives the wavelength of the laser light used. Clear? Now let us go to the experimental arrangement to take the diffraction spots as seen in the figure. Okay. Okay, now we can look at the laser source. This is the diode laser. You just have to switch on the laser first. Okay. Now the laser beam emitted by the source is allowed to fall on a metal scale. So metal scale is arranged on the two metal stands here. So it is kept horizontally on the two metal stands. Okay. So slightly adjust the scale to get the illumination on the graduations of the scale. So you can look at here. Here we have the graduations and the laser beam is grazing the surface of the scale, so that the diffraction spots are obtained due to the graduations present on the metal scale. Okay, so the distance between the two consecutive lines on the metal scale is equal to 1 millimeter here. Now the diffracted spots are allowed to fall on a screen. You can look at the screen here. So allowed to fall on the screen. So the diffraction spots appears like this. So you have to note down the distances of the different order diffraction spots on a graph sheet now. These are the beautiful diffraction spots obtained on the screen. Now to take the measurements, I will take a graph sheet and I will fix it on the screen. Okay. So you can see the diffraction spots even better than on the screen. So on this graph sheet. So make all the diffraction spots parallel to one of the line on the graph sheet, so that it is easy for you to mark and then measure. So this is the direct spot. Okay, I will mark this direct spot as A0. So without disturbing the graph sheet, you have to continuously mark on all the diffracted spots. So this is the first diffracted spot, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, A9, A10. I think it is enough. So then you can see that the A0 is considered as a bright spot, that is the 0th order diffraction. Then A1 is the first order, A2 is the second order, A3 is the third order, like that. It continues up to 10th order. I am taking the diffraction spots on a graph sheet. Yeah. So below that actually we have the direct beam. How to see the direct beam? So if I remove the scale without disturbing the graph sheet on the screen, just remove the scale so that you can see the direct beam. You have to mark that direct beam also here. Okay, so this is the direct spot. I am marking this as A0. So average of A0 and A. Okay, so must be at the center here. Okay, the center point must be marked later as O. Okay, then we can measure all the distances of A0, A1, A2, A3, etc. from the point O. Here, so let us see now how to take the measurements of all the diffracted spots obtained on this graph sheet. Okay. Now let us see how to measure the x0. x0 is the distance between the screen and the spot on the scale where diffraction is obtained. Okay. So it is found to be center of the spot because it is a grazing beam. Okay, center of the grazing beam should be considered here. Okay, so this distance I am seeing it now 45 centimeter. Okay, I will take the distance x0 here as 45 centimeter now. Now look at the graph sheet. So this is actually kept on the screen where you have got the diffraction spots of the laser light. So diffraction spots are found to be A0, A1, A2, A3, etc. up to A10. Okay, and A is the direct incident ray. Without scale, metal scale, A is the direct incident ray. So here O is the midpoint between direct ray and the 0th order, that is bright spot. Okay, so from that midpoint O, we are measuring the distances of all the diffraction spots. So that is found to be 1.5, 2.3, 2.8, 3.2, 3.6, etc. up to A10. So the last one is found to be 5.0. Okay, so these are the distance of all diffraction spots measured from the midpoint O. So these readings must be entered in the tabular column for calculation. Okay, now look at the tabular column. So this is the tabular column in which we have entered the distance of the spots from O as yn. So n indicates the order of the spot. The first order you can consider it as y0. So y0 value is 1.5. y1 is 2.3. Okay, that is for first order. y1 is equal to 2.3. For second order 2.8. Third order 3.2. Okay, like that it continues up to 10th order here, because we have taken the spots obtained on the graph sheet is A0 to A10. Okay, so we can see that here up to A10 we have measured all the distances. The last one is found to be 5.0 centimeter. Okay, now using these measurements and by knowing the order of the spot n value, so the calculation required here is yn square minus y0 square by n. Okay, the first calculation is, so y1, that is 2.3 square minus y0 means 1.5 square you have to consider here. So divided by n. What is n here? First one is n is equal to 1. So this calculation is giving the value 3.04. Similarly, the second reading is 2.8 square minus 1.5 square divided by n is equal to 2 now. So that calculation is 2.80. Similarly, from the third order 3.41. Then fourth order 2.67, etc. So like that you have to continue the calculation for all 10 orders here. Okay, then finally you take the mean value of all this. It is found to be 2.64 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meter. Okay, converted to meter already it is. Then the main calculation is lambda is equal to d into yn square minus y0 square divided by 2 into x0 square into n, isn't it? So this part yn square minus y0 square by n already taken as mean value, that is 2.64 into minus 4. Then what else? Small d and x0, isn't it? Small d is the distance between two consecutive lines or consecutive divisions on the metal scale. It is equal to how much? 1 millimeter. Okay, and similarly distance between scale and the screen is x0, that is equal to 45 centimeter. You have to convert it to meter and then substitute it in the main formula for calculation. So here d is equal to 1 mm means 1 into 10 power of minus 3, and this mean value 2.64 into power of minus 4 and 2 into x0 square, that is 45 into 10 power of minus 2 whole square. Okay, so after doing this calculation we get the result. The result is wavelength of laser light. Okay, we are using the diode laser here. So wavelength of diode laser is found to be 6518.5 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter, or you can say 6518.5 angstrom unit also. Okay, so that is the result of the experiment. Okay, fine. Thank you.